Hey everyone, Virgos here. So with the recent rework that they did with some of the ultimate weapons, everybody went crazy with the executor shotgun, including myself. But I feel like the Kingsguard lance isn't getting the level of love that it deserves. And why do I think that? It's because it's not an amazing bossing weapon, right? So everybody loves killing Colossus in a couple of seconds, but one thing that they miss is this weapon is a really good weapon when it comes to leveling your Descendant. Now, as you can see on the screen, it is really good for XP farm when it comes to the void fragments and kills him in seconds, and you can actually level up your Descendant all the way to level 40 in just 20 to 25 minutes solo, given that you are using the 30% character XP gain boost, and also the if you have the character XP gain subset in one of your external component. Okay, so if you are planning to get more Descendants in the future, then I do recommend to get this gun because it will make your life way easier. And also, if you are planning to get this gun, please, I do also recommend to upgrade its unique ability all the way up to level 4, because don't get me wrong, it could work at level 0, but upgrading it to level 4 will make your XP farm more efficient. And this weapon will work amazingly with Descendants that don't have skills with good AoE capabilities, and you can also use this in special operations like the block copper mining in Starland, or you can use it in dungeons as well. Alright, so let's go to the modules. Okay, so before we get to the modules, for those of you who doesn't know it yet, this weapon's unique ability allows you to deploy up to 3 Guardian Lances or Totems on different areas. Now, whenever you hit those totems, you will increase its maximum duration, as you've seen on the earlier part of this video, and at level 4, you can go all the way up to 40 seconds of maximum duration, and also up to 10 meters of maximum damage range. Now, like I said before, this weapon can work at unique ability level 0, but having it at level 4 will make your farming way more efficient. Okay, and as for the damage here at this part, it says firearm damage at 14.1%. It will always say at 14.1%, regardless if the weapon is at level 0 or at level 4. Okay, so let's go to the modules. So I have 2 settings for you here. Both of them will require you to use an energy activator. And for the first setting, if you don't want to use any crystallization catalyst on this gun, that's completely fine. This is the setup that you're going to be using. Okay, firstly, the fire rate up, because the totem's fire rate will reflect on the weapon's fire rate. So if you have more fire rate on your Kingsguard lance, then you will have more fire rate on your totems. And next up is the expand weapon charge. I don't have any other modules that I can put on this slot, and I think this expand weapon charge is also helping me when I'm trying to refresh a totem, or when I put him on the ground, I'm trying to maximize the range and stuff. So yeah, feel free to put whatever you want here, but as for me, I want to put expand weapon charge. And next up is the action and reaction for more firearm attack. We don't care much about the recoil because this gun has barely has any. And as for the special mod that we're going to be using, I've tested mental focus, sharp precision shot. They are not working. As far as I know, fire conductors or any special mod that will give you a firearm attack when there is a special debuff that applies to the target is working. So firearm conductor, snowflake conductors are working. But as for this one, I'm using a different modules, and I've been testing a lot of modules this one, and this one has surprised me. Okay, so let me show you a demonstration real quick. So if I put that totem right there, it's not creating as much. All right. So if we go ahead and go back to our modules and slot this module right here, it's a lethal finish. For some reasons unknown, now the module is supposedly, it's supposed to work like this. The crit rate will only apply to the first bullet that you fire, and not to the subsequent ones, and will have a cooldown of 15 seconds. For some reasons unknown, I don't know why, it actually snapshots into your totem. So whenever you put a totem on the ground, it will have that lethal finish effect, or as long as it is on the ground. Okay, so as long as it is there, as long as you constantly refresh that duration, it will always have that effect at 60% crit rate. Okay, so what happens to the subsequent totems that you put on the ground? Well, at first they won't have the effect, but after a couple of seconds, as you can see right here, maybe 10 to 15, they will have the same effect. So all 3 totems will have 60% additional critical hit damage. So they are creating way more often. And I don't know if this is a bug or maybe the devs will fix it in the future, but this is the setup that I am using right now. And it works. And it is clearing the mobs whenever I'm trying to farm for XP way faster than when you're using any other special module. Alright, so this is the final version of the modules. I've used about 4 crystallization catalysts on this one, only to put rifling enforcement for that extra firearm attack, and the chill enhancement for the extra damage and that chill effect that it applies when it hits the enemy. But other than that, I don't see any other reason of adding more modules into this, because it's just a farming gun for XP, for me at least. But yeah, so if you don't want to use any more crystallization catalysts, use this setup. Only takes about 1 energy activator. And as for the other settings, 4 crystallization catalysts for that maximum efficiency. So one last thing, whenever you're farming and you put one of the totems on the ground and you are not seeing any crits, and don't panic, just wait for a couple of seconds, like say 10 to 15, and then there we go, that lethal finish special effect will be right there. Same goes for your other totems. Okay, so the way you want to do this is depending on the Descendant that you want to level up. In this video demonstration, it's Enzo. I just got him to 40. And you want to find a Void Fragment mission that matches your Descendant's element. And this is a neutral type Void Fragment, and Enzo is a neutral type Descendant. So we're going to be doing it right here in the Moonlight Lake in the Vespers. Okay, so what you want to do is place one of the totems right here. And place the other 2 strategically so they form a triangle. And expand them, and then use your C to activate the Void Fragment, and then watch the enemies die. There you go, that's all there is to it. So you have to wait until the first 55 mobs spawn, kill them, and then abort the mission, and then rinse and repeat. There we go. So don't forget to refresh your totems, and then wait for the first 55 mobs to spawn, kill them, and then just abort mission. Okay, so this XP farming setup will work with any characters, especially for the ones without any big AoE skills. So if you want to farm, say XP for Sharon, just go to the Bunny Cave. If you want to farm XP for Haley, just go to the Fortress where they do the Vayeso farm. If you want to farm XP for Enzo or Kyle, then you can use the Vesper farm. And I think there's also a Fire type Void Fragment mission that they use for Blair. And I don't know where its exact whereabouts, but if you can find that one, it will work for your Lepics, your SMO. And also there is one for the Toxic Void Fragment mission as well, which will come very handy when the Ultimate Frena comes out in October. Alright, so that's a wrap for today, guys. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like. And if you're new to this channel and you find my content very helpful, please do consider subscribing. Okay, so have a good day and happy hunting. Virgos out.